How we can work on this one, all right? Madeline, go ahead, please.
For the following exercises, suppose log base 5 of 6 equals A and log base 5 of 11 equals B. Use the change of base formula along with properties of logarithms to rewrite each expression in terms of A and B. Show the steps for solving.
Thank you, all right? So in here, we have the following. Given log base 5 of 6 is equal to A and log base 5 of 11 equals B. How can you express log base 11 of 6 over 11 in A and B form? How we do? Right? So first thing that we're going to do in here is as follows. Since we see that 6 and 11 divided, right? In short, what property of log should we use first? Product, quotient, or power?
I don't understand what we're trying to do.
We're trying to express this log base 11 of 6 over 11 in terms of what? A and B. So in short, we want to make it what? Log base 5, right? First of all. And also try to express this expression as in terms of what? 6 and 11, right? But before that one, since we already see a quotient in there, right? Then that means what rule of property of logarithm should we use first? Quotient rule, right? So with that being quotient rule, what can you write in here? Log base 11 of what? Of 6, very good. Minus log base 11 of what? 11, very good, right? So again, that is by quotient rule, right? Again, for logarithm, okay? Now with that being said, among these two, is there something that automatically we already know what the answer is? Very good, right? If you notice that this and that are the same, then by what rule do we know its value? Identity rule, right? So by identity rule, let's call it ID, if the base and the number are the same, automatic is equal to what? 1. Very good, right? So that's equal to 1 minus what's this? Log base 11 of 6. Now, this is the question now. Mr. Deal, this one is log base 11 of 6. But your A and B are both what? What base? 5. So in short, what we're going to do to change the base of this one? What rule can you use to change the base of this one? Change of base rule, right? There we go. Very good, right? So what's the change of base rule in here? Well, you divide this as follows, right? Log, on top, we're going to put what value? 6 or 11? Again, we're using change of base rule.
6.
6, very good, right? And below, oops, sorry, 6. And below, we're going to put this as what? Log of what? 11. What base should we use then? Well, according to your A and B, they are both base what? 5. So in short, what base should I use for this? 5. Here we go. So I'm just going to use base 5 in here simply because A and B are both base 5, right? But again, don't forget the minus 1 in here. Are we good, guys? Right? So let's do our step by step first, right? Once again, log base 11 of 6 over 11. We use quotient rule because of that division bar. We can write as log base 11 of 6 minus log base 11 of 11, right? By identity rule, since the base and the numbers are the same, that's automatically 1. Okay. This one, for us to express this one in terms of A and B, you want it to be base 5. But since this is base 11, they're going to use change of base rule, right? So that's basically what? Log 6 over log 11. Since A and B are both base 5s, we choose base 5. Are we good, guys? Right? Okay, and then just simply substitute, right? Okay, so what's log base 5 of 6 equal to? 8. Very good, right? What's your log base 5 of 11 equal to? B. Very good, right? And minus And that's it. That's already answered. Alright? We have already expressed log base 11 of 6 over 11 as what? A over B minus 1. Are we good, guys? Right? Let's try one more in here. Let's try in here number 31 and see this one in here, right? Number 31. Let's read the instruction first, okay? Olivia, go ahead. Thank you. All right. So, where's our penny here? Where's the penny somewhere? Right here. Okay. Let's try number 31. Ready, guys? First of all, I can put this one in there. Okay? Right? So this can be written as what? Log base 8 of what? 2 to the 6th power. Right? So by once again, we use power rule for that. Power rule. Plus this one, I can use this one as follows, right? That's 1/3. Now this 2, I can write this one as what? What we call a change of base rule. If I use change of base rule in here, then I can write it down as follows, right? Log base what? 4 of 64. See what we did, guys? Okay, once again, the 6 in here can be a power of 2 by power rule, right? Yeah, base 8. The 1/3 in here can just be a 1/3, right? But this expression in here, okay, can be written as change of base form of what? Log base 4 of 64. Are we good so far with what we did, guys? Okay, next one. What's 2 to the 6th power equal to? 2 to the 6th power equal to what? 64, right? Plus 1/3 log base 4. Well, this one, 64. Can we write 64 as a power of 4? Can we write 64 as a power of 4? Is what? 4 to what power is 64? Is it 4 squared, 4 cubed, 4 to the 4th? What you think? 4 cubed. Very good. Yes, guys. Okay. What about 8? Can we write 8 as a power of 64? Can you write 8 as a power of 64? Well, 64 as a power of 8. 8 squared. Very good, right? So we can write it as follows. Log base 8 of 8 squared, right? Plus what's this? 1/3 log base 4 of 4 cubed. Now, what do we do then? We're going to use our inverse rule, right? If you recall our log inverse rule, if the base and the number are the same, by inverse rule, or log inverse rule part what? 2, right? What's going to be the answer for such?
2.
Just 2, right? Okay, let's put this in there. Good, right? Same in here. If the base and the number are the same, what you're going to do with this 3? Multiplied with 1/3, right? What's 1/3 times 3? 1. Very good, right? And that's it. That's your answer. Equal to. Good, guys. So let's summarize first what we did in here. It's a little bit complex, right? So we're trying to do this one term by term, right? First of all, the 6 as a power of 2 is 64 by power, okay? Second in here, 1/3 as a multiplier, right? Change of base rule in here, write it as what? Log base 4 of 64, okay? Next, 64 as a power of 4 is 4 cubed. 2 to the 6, 64 as a power of 8 is 8 squared. Are we good? Okay. After that, by inverse rule, Base and number are the same, cancel them, just 2, right? Base and number are the same, cancel them, times 3, right? 3 times 1/3, 1 plus 2 is equal to. Are we good, guys? Right? Any questions?